Question 40, an investment doubles in worth every 7 years. The worth of this investment was $24,000 exactly 21 years after the investment was made. The worth of the investment exactly 8 years after the investment was made was between what? So this is an exponential function, and those have this general formula. So that's your initial investment. This is your percent growth or decay. So sometimes it's given as a decimal, sometimes it is given as an integer. This is, the C is just time, how much time goes by. And D is the time to complete one cycle. Meaning one cycle of your investment. So if it says, like in this case, it says it does something every 7 years, then it takes 7 years to complete one cycle. So D would be 7 in this case. So let's just try to write down the information we're given. Oh, and then Y is your current amount. Current amount. So that's the amount you have after doing all this stuff. So let's write down what we have. So we know that we don't know the initial investment. That's not given. We know that the growth or decay rate, like what it does to kind of grow, it says it doubles. So we know that. We know that it does it every 7 years. So we know the time to complete a cycle. And we're told it does it in 21 years. In 21 years, it would give us a current value of 24,000. So we have this, and then this is the time that goes by, which is 21 years. So we can solve now for the initial investment to go on to part 2 of the question, or the second part of the information given in the question. So we have 24,000 is equal to our initial investment, which we're going to find in a second, times how much it grows. It says it doubles up here. It doubles. So that's 2. And how long does it take to complete one cycle? 7. And it does it in 21 years for this first part. So we can just simplify this by hand. So this is A, and this is going to be times 2, and then 21 over 7 is 3. So then this is going to be A, and then 2 to the third is 8, so it's A times 8, and that's equal to 24,000. Okay? And now we can divide both sides by 8 to get our initial value. So that should just be 3,000. That's how much we invested initially. So A is equal to 3,000. The second part of the problem is asking us how much would we have after 8 years of investment. So we're just going to rewrite this equation, but now we're solving for a current value that occurs after 8 years. So now we have Y is equal to our initial investment, which we just found to be 3,000. We know that it doubles. We know the time to double is 7 years, and the amount of time that goes by to get this amount which we're looking for, they're telling us is 8 years. They're saying 8 years now goes by. So put 8 up here. So for this one, you'll have to use a calculator. So what I would do is I would probably go ahead and do 2 to the power of 8 over 7. So in your calculator, that should look like 2 caret, and then you should use parentheses and just do 8 divided by 7. And then when you're done with that, you can multiply that by 3,000. And that'll be your answer. So let's see what we get. So 2 to the power of 8 divided by 7. That's 2.2 and change. And then times 3,000 gives me approximately 6624.54. So that is going to be answer choice H, between 6,000 and 9,000.